Be still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes. It troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the Tree of Life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree. Your chaos and corruption don't concern me.
Well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forged Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations for many worlds, but that was long ago. And now, they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you not curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity, to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
Out your future?
No.
So one like yourself would set out to change a fate that displeases him. That is a long and dangerous path, even for Death himself.
How is that your concern, Shaman?
Only that I am skilled at crafting talismans. If you gather the proper materials and return them to me, I'll make a potent talisman to aid you on your journey.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge Lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that Pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
Tell me, Shaman, what is corruption?
I only know what I fear it to be. That corruption is hate given life, and that hate does not come from trees or stones, but from ourselves.
You despair, old one, and yet raise life from the earth.
I am a shaman, bound to this task even as our days darken. We are as the vines, coming to root, then to flower, and then to decay, dropping seeds upon the dust. A circle everlasting. I cannot stop it, nor can I stop you.
Tell me more about the Tree of Life.
The forest around the tree has been corrupted. It hungers. You cannot reach the tree, not with breath still in you. The path of a brother troubles you. It is your past, but also your future. Stone, wood, iron, these are the gifts of the makers.
It is finished then, at long last. Death, this is a Maker's key, and you had best take it now, before I come to my senses.
You seem more likely to lose them, old one.
A problem, aye. But there is also a solution. The Guardian. Meant to be our greatest weapon and capable of clearing the forest around the tree. But an earthquake drove us from the foundry, and now I fear something else roams within. The Guardian was never finished.
If the Guardian is your masterwork, how am I to complete him?
In the forest lies another construct, one of the few remaining who have not fallen to corruption. He is not as vast as the Guardian, but his heart is strong. Seek him out, and he will guide you to the foundry. There, you may activate the Guardian using the Maker's Key.
The constructs are awakened by a key?
Aye. Constructs do not have a soul like you or I. Not until that soul is given. This key unlocks the stone and prepares it for the ebb and flow of a Maker's life force. In fact, it will bring to life most any construct you find in the realm.
And what makes you think I have a soul, old one?
Isn't that what troubles you?
How will I know when I've found this construct?
Constructs are beings of boulder and stone, animated by a Maker's life force. Most possess but a fraction of a soul, just enough to drive them and give them purpose. But through others course the whole of a Maker's being, his memories and emotions, a story half remembered. Life weighs heavy on us all. Not even stone can bear it.
If wardens can resist corruption, why not use them to cleanse your realm?
Sadly, the wardens were called when the seals were broken. The Maker's toll to be paid at the end war. This warden is all that remains.
Then the seals were broken. Stored your forge and brought life to stone. But am I any closer to the tree? Tell me now, old one, or you may never get the chance. I hear the foundry is dangerous.
As is the tree, horseman, and the entire forest. That is why you must awaken the Guardian. But have you asked yourself why you seek the tree?
The Tree of Life is where I will find my brother's absolution.
The Tree of Life is a gateway. From it, one may travel to places undreamed of, whether a world of oceans and forests, or ice, or endless night. The tree exists there. It may appear different, yet it is the same tree, and its roots connect all the realms. The Tree of Life is not where journeys end, but where they begin.
Here is what you asked for.
Ah, thank you, horseman. You'll not be sorry for your trouble. This talisman will certainly help you on your quest. But I fear you will not break your destiny.
No, but I believe I might bend it a little. I see you got our little invitation. Welcome then to the Crucible! Here, the strongest are tested, and the weak are destroyed!
Did the Chancellor send you? Well, horseman. I've beaten death once, and I can do it again.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. You still reek of hope. You couldn't have met the Chancellor.
Who are you?
I am the Master of Blades, and all that remains of the warrior once called Draven, from the kingdom of man. I should have passed through the Well of Souls long ago. But I won my freedom in the arena, only to fall beneath the dead king's whip.
The Chancellor doesn't sound like much.
For ages, his tongue has dripped venom into the dead king's ears. He all but sits upon the eternal throne, demanding service!
A rider? In the kingdom of the dead? No, no, this will never do.
I must speak with the Lord of Bones.
That is not possible. My lord attends his realm, a burden beyond even your ken, horseman.
And what is your use? As a doorstop?
There is but one way to draw him from his slumber. The Gilded Arena. Here mortals are offered a last chance to earn freedom from the grave, a boon that includes an audience with the king. Defeat the arena's champion, and return here with its skull. His Majesty will grant you an audience.
And where is this arena?
Fret not, horse. We have already arrived. I'm not sure if I could live with myself.
Let me speak to the Lord of Bones, and I will spare your champion. And perhaps you as well, Chancellor.
You cannot slay that which is already dead. But you're welcome to try. In the arena.
Forget what I said about sparing you, doorkeeper. Your king is not the first to rule here, is he, Chancellor?
There was another. A creature called Argul. Too mad to be kept upon the throne. I helped my lord be rid of him, and even destroyed a few of his servants. Tisk, tisk. What will my lord do without me?
What does Echidna have to do with your kingdom? Last I heard, she had one of her own.
The Shadow Realm, Isalik, yes. Where the Sisters Sightless spin their webs. Many of my lord's foes escaped there when his rule was still young. We hunted them down. Echidna herself barely escaped. Perhaps she took shelter here, and yet weaves her evil.
Tell me about the king of the dead.
His reign is eternal. His word is law. And his time is invaluable. I ensure that he need only speak with those who are worthy.
Then you must rarely see him, Chancellor.
Oh, do not fail me, horseman, or you will never return to the eternal throne, and your brother will be lost to you.
Why did your lords leave the eternal throne?
They seek what they cannot have. Something beyond both death and life. Oblivion. The cowards claimed it was already spreading, eating at the fringes of our realm. After I punished them, they fled to their pathetic strongholds.
What you speak of is corruption.
Name it what you will. It is not a threat to the lords of the dead. We have judged the fallen since the beginning of time. There is no power that can undo that.
You have yet to teach me how to reach the well. I grow tired of these diversions.
If you want answers, why don't you take them? On this path, you do not serve the balance. And for that, you are denied your rightful power. Until you have it, you are beneath me.
You'll forgive me, Lord, if I don't bow. What do you know, my brother?
The seventh seal was not broken, but he was. His soul passed through this realm, burning with agony. Now it cools in the abyss, surrounded by void and silence. Soon, the Charred Council will be picking it from their teeth.
With your help, the council will be denied. I don't recognize this place. Where have you taken me?
This place is called Lost Light. It is an outpost, far beyond the gates of heaven. And it is here that the angels have hidden the key to the Well of Souls.
Why here? Why not the White City?
There are some amongst the angels who would use the key for their own purpose. So it was hidden here to safeguard it from their schemes. Or so they hoped.
The well has power over all life.
It does. Though I suspect there is more to your question. Go on, Ryder. Ask it.
The Four never knew of the well. Why was it kept from us?
For fear of what you may have done with that knowledge. The Nephilim could not be allowed to ravage creation any longer. They needed to stay dead.
Then the well can bring them back.
And so we get to the root of it. Yes, the well is the fount of all life. Angel, demon, mankind, even Nephilim. But from their blades they wrought chaos. And from that was born corruption. You were right to destroy them. I will remain here at the tree, should you have need of me on your quest.
Welcome to Lost Light, Rider. From one warrior to another.
Do I know you?
I am Nathaniel. I fought beside you at the gates of Eden. Would have died were it not for your blades. But I'm not troubled that you don't recall me. Your thoughts that day were on killing Nephilim.
You're of the Hellguard.
I was. But I guard the light now. And the Archon. You'll find both in the Crystal Spire. But something tells me you are not here to glory in my master's radiance.
What gave that away?
The Archon's that way, Horseman.
Perhaps I have other business.
If that business takes you to the kingdom of the dead, you would serve the light to deliver this scroll.
What business have you in that land of corpses?
I seek an old friend, a lost soul. Where better to look? Take that scroll to the undead court, that they may answer my question.
I'm looking for a key.
I would guess that what you seek is no simple key. For that, you should consult the Archon. He sees much from the peak of his spire.
How did you come to leave the Hellguard?
Abaddon sent me here to watch over the Crystal Spire and the Archon. There is much at stake should the spire fall.
What is this place?
An outpost. We call it Lost Light, for what we left behind in the White City. Here, we are closer to darkness.
And who is this Archon?
Lucian is the head of the Scriptorium. Those angels who record all that he sees when he peers into the shadow. The Ivory Citadel holds their records, an archive vast beyond thinking.
Where is this citadel?
Lost beyond the mists. Pray your business never sends you there.
The pool will bring you to Earth, Rider. Do not tarry here.
If you want the rod, you'll tell me where to find it.
I have seen much while staring into the deep, but that I cannot tell you. The kingdom of man was swallowed by darkness when the armies of hell invaded. I have seen only glimpses of the earth since then, but enough to know that the rod of Arafel is safe, and our only hope of redemption.
How does the City of Light fall to corruption?
It wasn't the city that fell, but those within. It began with just one angel, weak of will, given to doubts. When the darkness called, he welcomed it in. From him, the corruption spread. It seemed only I could sense it, gathering above our heads. And though I warned my brothers of the storm that was to come, they did not listen. Only when the cloud burst did the City of Light fall. And other realms have fallen since.
Your pool, is it the only way to the kingdom of man?
It is the only path that I know of. You can thank your masters for that. To preserve the balance, the Charred Council forbade all travel to the Third Kingdom, and destroyed those means that already existed. Even the Tree of Life was burnt, like so much kindling.
Yet you have the means to travel to Earth.
Not everyone obeys the Council, Death. That is why they have their horsemen.
You speak of this realm as if it were your own.
The gods call this place Lost Light, but it is here that the light is to be found. And I am its source.
There's nothing else you can tell me?
Not until you find the Rod Horseman. Then all will be revealed.
Death. It's always such a pleasure.
Let's get this over with before I do something we both regret.
The soul you seek never passed through this court.
You're certain?
Oh, yes. I would have relished receiving a soul of this magnitude in our kingdom.
I don't recognize the name on the scroll.
It is one more ancient than the Nephilim, belonging to a person you are quite familiar with. But alas, he now bears another name.
Enlighten me.
Where's the pleasure in that?
I don't have time for this.
It is a pity you are so ill-tempered. There is much we could do for one another. And the reward would be considerable.
The Rod of Arafel has been made whole.
I am tempted to ask that you wield that weapon and turn the tide of this war. But I fear the Destroyer would capture it again and turn it to his dark purpose. No, better that you remove it from this world and into the safekeeping of the White Army. We will make our stand here until the Helguard is no more.
I would stand with you, Uriel. My brother's fate takes me on another path.
You have proven yourself honorable, a virtue little known with your kind. But if I ever see him, war must answer for his crimes.
He could not have brought this upon the Earth. And I will see my brother spared.
Do what you will, Ryder. But this world is lost, and that cannot be undone.
And what of the Helguard, Uriel? Every blade dull, eventually.
That's what I'm counting on. The demons will suffer all the more when we force the blade home.
It's finished.
I know, Horseman. If there are more angels who are suffering, they are beyond us both. Take this. Heaven rewards those who serve justice.
The Archon called you scribe.
I am Jamara. Once I was chief scrivener, here in the Ivory Citadel. I recorded things past, things present, and the ever-changing future. For mine is the second sight, to see through the eyes of others. It is a gift few angels tolerate. Even the Helguard have their secrets. The Archon wish to learn them.
Corruption did all this?
No, there was a battle.
Close enough.
I do not recognize the name on the scroll.
One of the Helguard, thought to have perished on Earth.
The Chancellor claimed I knew him by another name.
Well, I imagine you've met many angels in your time.
Why do I suspect that you don't want me to know the answer?
Suspicion befits your nature, does it not?
You have something for me. This soul, it still lives, but it has changed. In the angel tongue, it is called Voven, dragon.
What do the demons call it?
They call him Lord.
A member of the Helguard has joined the Dark Legion?
So it would appear. Creator, help us.
Well, what have you learned?
Your friend serves the Shadow.
Impossible. Then the Archon's visions. The Helguard. Leave me, Horseman. I must consider what to do next.
And my reward?
Would that you had never earned it.
You never told me who it was you sought.
His name was on the scroll, to plainly see.
The Elder Angels take on many names, and that one was beyond my memory. What is your friend called now?
You knew him as Abaddon, but he has taken another name. One cursed on Earth. Destroyer.
Welcome to Shadow's Edge, Horseman. Now, go as the crow flies. or your brother is lost.
This place looks familiar.
As well it should. This is the dark reflection of the Crystal Spire, a realm where demons, rather than angels, keep watch. But corruption turned their gaze inward, and what they saw there destroyed them.
What of the key?
It remains within, bound by a powerful master.
Welcome to the Dark Kingdom, horseman.
If you're following me.
Nothing of the sort. I've come to part demons from their coins, and you from their souls. Are we so different?
I'm looking for a key.
But of course, Samael keeps many wonders in the vaults beneath the black stone. I have come to trade for what few he would part with. But I fear not all is well in the Red Court. Samael would never let his realm slide so far into nothingness. Beware of what you find on Samael's throne, and whom. Rumors are all that escape the vortex of a mad Queen Lilith who still clings to rule.
Lilith. Why am I not surprised? I've heard of this place. The Black Stone.
Yes, the throne of Samael, the Blood Prince, the Red Wanderer. He has many names, yet one home.
Not much left.
Corruption devours the Black Stone, as it has countless worlds, as it will the Forge Lands, the Undead Plains, even Earth.
That is corruption. What does it seek?
The end of existence itself. And in its place, nothingness.
And how do we fight that?
We don't. Your precious balance only serves to stay its hand. But what do I know? I am but a simple merchant.
Samael was there when I fought the Nephilim.
No doubt watching with great interest. The demon Samael plays a game of his own devising, and we are his pawns.
You still haven't told me where to find the key.
I share Samael's bed, not his secrets. If you want the key, you must speak with him yourself.
I don't believe Samael simply vanished.
Death, my love. You know so little about the infernal realms. There is a new order coming. Built upon the fall of man, every demon vies for power. If Samael is missing, he is not the only one.
What brings you to Samael's kingdom?
I am drawn to raw power, and no demon in any realm can match that of Samael. He could have ruled over us all, but now he is gone. And that destiny once again falls to my children. Bring back the Nephilim, and all of creation will be yours.
But at what cost? Whatever game you're playing, Lilith, it doesn't matter now. I have the key to the Well of Soul.
Then redemption lies within your grasp, and the choice is yours. Will you save one brother, or will you save them all?
I have the crown. I knew I could count on you. Now, hand it over, and the reward is yours. No, I think this crown will be of more use to me than to you.
But your reward?
Unless you wish to take it by force. I thought not.